Hello, class. I just wanted to say everybody is doing very well in the class. There's some great discussions, great annotations going on in perusal, and we will be having the midterm this week. Don't be freaked out about it. Done all the reading, done all the assignments. Should be fairly easy. Moving forward, though, we will continue our exploration of economic anthropology and begin examining more closely the idea of reciprocity and the coulering system. As I mentioned, we're going to continue on with our explorations of economic anthropology. And one of the scholars, the anthropologists that we should highlight is a guy named Marshall Solins. He did some very important and groundbreaking work in reconceptualizing what economic anthropology should study. His basic definition of an exchange is a material transaction that is really a momentary episode in a continual social relation or a continued chain of exchanges. And he argued that really social rules, social facts, social norms, values govern these exchanges and how they continue on. And to explore this, he called it reciprocity, the act of giving something back after you've got something. And there was 3 types of reciprocity that he explored between individuals, and anthropologists continually use these kind of terminologies when they are talking about people making exchange. And these are generalized, balanced, and negative. And you've probably yourself participated in all 3 of these kinds of exchanges. Generalized reciprocity is something that you would do with friends that you're trying to help out. That's when you get a gift or you share some food at lunch, helping someone out, maybe if they need money to make a car payment. And this is something that happens mainly between kin, your family, and close friends. And the idea here is that you're helping them out and you don't expect them to pay you back the exact amount that you've given them. Oh, I'll take you to lunch, and okay, we can go to lunch sometime in the future. Buy it, but there's no defined expectation. And this is very important for many societies, especially foraging societies, where this kind of generosity ensures survival. It's sharing food, but it also helps maintain social bonds. Balanced reciprocity. We see a kind of more organized system involved, and this is something that you would maybe see between friends that are not as close. And this is similar, but a return is expected. So if you let a friend borrow money for, say, to buy a dress or to fix their car, and you expect that friend to pay you back the exact amount, this would be balanced reciprocity. The idea is that they're paying you back and you're returning the balance between your friendship. And usually this is about a delayed exchange. You're letting someone have something and it's going to come back to you in a little bit. And this is something that helps people create ties within close-knit societies, within friend groups, but also longer distance groups that may live apart, a country apart. I let my brother borrow money, and I know he's going to pay me back, but he lives in California, and he's going to pay me back the exact same amount. This is a way to return the balance. And yes, it's a precise balance between things. So if I let him borrow $500 to buy tires, he is going to pay me back exactly $500. This kind of balanced reciprocity is important, not just for letting friends borrow things, but it works out in many different cultural ways, including peace treaties, peacemaking agreement. Okay, we'll let these 5 guys go if you let our 5 guys go. Death payments, if somebody has made a mistake and they For example, a company is negligent and an individual dies, will pay back a very specific amount to restore so-called balance. And we see this happening with marriages and things like that. Negative reciprocity, you probably also experienced this as well. This is less common overall, and this is, as you would expect, negative, impersonal, distrustful. And it's not about maintaining friendship or maintaining equality with someone. It's about trying to get an advantage, and we can see that this often happens in marketplaces where they're trying to sell you something and overprice it, maybe a crappy item, and they don't care if you ever come back because they're trying to kind of come out on top. And they're taking items by force. This is something you see in many marketplaces around the world, where people try to take advantage of people that would be trading or haggling. So all said, we can compare all these things. And as I said, you've probably experienced all of these yourself. And when we line them up like this, we can see that very important social relationships are structured around generalized and balanced reciprocity. And your close friends and family often this generalized reciprocity. This is an important tie, an important glue that keeps you together. And it's not just about letting people borrow things, but we can also look at it in terms of gifts. You give someone a birthday present, then you can expect one the next year. And it's going to maybe be generalized. You buy something worth $100 for them, and they give you something worth 50. It's generalized and not precise. We can also see balanced reciprocity. This is between less probably formal or less informal groups. There's more rules, and because there is an expectation of return in precise amount, and also usually a precise time. This can keep people together, and it can, if it goes well, it can structure social relationships in a positive way. And of course, negative reciprocity. This is something you got to watch out for, and it's about pride. It's about personal gain. And some people around the world use negative reciprocity to get the advantage.